2018 is going to be a very interesting year for a bunch of creators, because there were some talks about not only some very famous authors coming back with some one-shots, but potentially that these could be some brand new series, and I'm very excited. So let's just talk about who's on this list already. So we have the creator of Bleach, Tite Kubo, coming back with a one-shot. The creator of Toriko, Mitsutoshi, I believe his name is. Neuro Rise of the Yokai Clan's author. Beelzebub, Madaka Box, Nisekoi, Ichigo 100%, and I forget the last author's guy, but his character is in J-Stars, and he's the guy with the ramen that has like the flute shit. It's the most annoying fucking support in that entire game. That's all I remember you from, but I think he's pretty famous as well for the most part. So all of them are returning with one-shots, and people don't know, this is normally kind of like a test in the water, see if anyone likes this sort of concept that they put out, and the magazine puts these sort of series out there, and if they do very well, they become full-fledged series. We've seen this happen many times before, with all these kind of series, and I've got to say, that is a huge amount of people on that author that I'm very curious about. One that just took me by surprise immediately, Kubo. After the ending of Bleach, we heard that he wasn't doing anything too much, that he was pretty ill from the last time we saw him on a radio interview. He looked really sick as fuck, and I haven't been keeping up with too much of it, but I did hear that he wasn't planning on doing anything, or he didn't have anything up sleeve, and considering all the drama around Bleach at the end, I'm kind of surprised that he came back to Jump. I'm surprised he didn't go to a different magazine after the end, but hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Maybe to be fair, we don't know all the answers behind the scenes what happened with Bleach, so the fact that he's coming back, interesting. Whether or not it's if it's a part of the same universe, if the sequel, honestly, I wouldn't mind if this is the same universe, but I would like him to do something new. I've seen a little bit of his previous past work, so I want to see that. Mitsutoshi, the guy that did Toriko, I've said some stuff before where it's I don't personally care for Toriko, but it has some really cool shit in it. I'm not gonna lie, the Tommy Rod fight versus Toriko was badass as fuck. I absolutely love that in the manga. It has some amazing artwork, and I think he did a one-shot once before that was pretty funny, so I can't really remember it too much, but it was the guy can do stuff. It's just that he got pushed to the fucking moon and back, like Roman Reigns style with this shit when it came to Toriko, because it was hey, Toei, we can see a new One Piece on our hand, hey, let's just push you in there with Goku, let's just push you in there with Luffy a couple of times, you're fine. So yeah, apart from that, I am excited to see what he's got up next up his sleeve. Neuro the Rise of the Yokai Clan, not much to say about. I'm really excited for that, because the guy's art is absolutely fucking stunning. I love the ink style he's got. His last series, Illegal Wear, unfortunately did really bad. I don't think anyone really cared for it at all, in the rankings wise, which is a shame, because I read a couple of chapters of it and it seems promising, but honestly it didn't go anywhere from there. Then Beelzebub, which already coming back very quickly after the ending of Hungry Mary, which unfortunately, I really like Beelzebub. It's a fun action series that felt in that great replacement for what we got to miss out of Hitman Reborn, and Hungry Mary, honestly, I gave it a good couple of chapters to kind of warm up, but it was really bland. It tried to do the Rama one-half kind of style of kind of comedy, and it just didn't work too much, honestly. I felt like it just didn't have anything special out there. There was nothing out of it that just standed out of the rest of this material coming out of then. It's sad, because I do like Beelzebub, but it's just Hungry Mary, I'm sorry, I just didn't like it at all. It just wasn't doing it for me at all. Nisekoi, now this is gonna be interesting if what he's gonna be doing after it, because his I believe one of his assistants with We Can't Study, or that's one of his assistants going on, so I'm wondering, are we gonna have two kind of romance slice of life series going on? But then again, the creator of Nisekoi did do another series before that, and it was an action series mixed in with some sort of comedy romance on that. I think it was something duo, or I believe there was something called that, where it was two people that couldn't let go of each other and they had to fight one. It ended pretty abruptly from what I know, so the guy can do whatever he wants, honestly. Regardless of what, Nisekoi has some pacing issues for the most part, mainly in the manga. I think the anime kind of fixes it a little bit, but I enjoy Nisekoi, so I am more than welcome for, like, if he does another series like that. Then the creator of Medaka Box, this is the one that I'm very excited for. Like, Nishon also responsible for, like, the stuff that we've seen before with, like, the Monogatari series, like, all of them bad boys. So I'm wondering if it is going to be the same absolute people from this, where it's like, is it going to be Nishon doing it and the artwork is going to be from the same guy, because he has done different artists before. So I'm curious about this one. You can never actually tell what kind of series this is going to be, because he's done some pretty interesting one-shots, and so he's like, his series out there are all just out there. So like, overall, looking forward to it and all that. And the last one, as far as I know, is the creator of Ichigo 100%, which is a sort of harem kind of like romance comedy. From what I know of it, I personally haven't like seen it, I haven't watched it and read it, I don't know too much apart from that it's a romance series. And hey, I have a guilty pleasure for romance series, and you know me, I'm a connoisseur of the harem genre, so I think I enjoy fine wine. What can I say? I'm a horrible fucking human being. So like, if he does anything more than that, sure, I'm game, like absolutely game. So overall, that's a huge list of people on there. Like that's, and pretty much every single one of them, I've been like, they have potential, they've had some kind of success, they can like, and I'm really, the ones, if anything, I'm curious about out of all of them is actually Bleach. I want to know what that one shot's going to be. Like, that's probably out of all of them that's got me the most curious. And then apart from that, like, I think regardless of what, I'm going to read the next Neuro work. Like, regardless, I'm definitely going to see what the Medaka Box guy has got up to, because that guy's mind is just fucking weird. And not to mention, it's like, I'm going to check. I'm very much with a kind of excitement looking forward to see what the like the Nisekoi guy and the other guys got up there. And Toriko, if it's good, like, because generally one of the biggest issues with Toriko, I just didn't care about the food concept too much for it, and like other questionable things with some bullshit kind of stuff going on with the series. But overall, if he can do something like that again and have my interest and pull some of that really manly as fuck Fist in the North Star shit in there, I'm down. I'm absolutely down for that stuff. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Which one of these do you want to succeed? Which ones you want to, like, curious the most out of all of them? Because I think out of all the bets and all that, I think the one that's probably got the most kind of chance of surviving, like, that's a weird one. All of these series, like, either these authors have either had some controversy at the end, or they've had some sort of, like, their last series has not done well. I think if anything, the Nisekoi guy, that's going to be a bit questionable. We've already got a romance series, and normally it's about one series in there, maybe two if you're pushing it, but we'll have to wait and see. But that's all for me. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys though next time.